So let me speak directly to you, parents. Your role is more powerful than you realize. The most impactful thing you can do is create a safe space. Hi, this is Coach Dan Williams with Character Advantage, where we believe our greatest edge isn't just physical, it's character. Today, I want to talk to you about something that every athlete faces at some point, and something every parent should understand deeply: anxiety. In sports, pressure is expected. We even glorify it. Pressure creates diamonds, right? But in real life, and especially in the hearts of our kids, pressure doesn't always make diamonds. Sometimes it creates anxiety. I want to share with you 3 ways performance pressure shows up in your athlete's life, and how it can quietly grow into anxiety if we're not paying attention. Number 1, the stress response. High stakes moments trigger that body's natural fight or flight system. That's useful if we're in danger, but not when it becomes constant. When cortisol and adrenaline keep pumping through our athlete's body with no release, it creates long-term anxiety. Number 2, fear of failure or judgment. This one runs deep, especially if an athlete starts to believe their self-worth is tied to their performance. Whether it's pressure they put on themselves or pressure they feel from others, this fear creates a mental weight, and it's hard to carry. And number 3, feeling unprepared. If all the focus is on a perfect outcome, winning that big game, getting that scholarship, then any moment that feels like you're not ready or not making progress, well, it brings panic. That anxiety erodes confidence and it crushes joy. I asked a few college athletes that I train how they deal with anxiety and if they'd ever experienced anxiety. And here is a few of their responses. Absolutely, especially during high pressure games or when I'm trying to balance school, soccer, and life. Sometimes I feel like I'm letting people down. And I asked them a follow-up, how did they deal with that anxiety? This was their response. What's helped me isn't pushing anxiety away, but recognizing it, talking about it, and knowing my worth isn't tied to my stats. I also asked, how could parents help? And one responded, they can be your mentor. Having a person who knows you helps you be more comfortable with talking about what is happening. Not every conversation has to be a coaching moment. Sometimes your athlete just needs someone who listens without judgment. I once had a player tell me during an individual training session that they didn't want to play anymore, but they were afraid to tell their parents. I encouraged them to tell them anyway that evening, right away. I told them that yes, their parents would be disappointed in that moment, but that above all else, they would want the best for them. And if right now that was for them not to play, then they would listen and try to understand. Now later that night, I did receive a phone call. My short recap of that conversation: how you handle this situation will either close the door shut or leave it slightly open for them to return to play. Today, that player is back playing and even being recruited to play in college. And yes, they are still a client. If there's one thing I want you to remember today, it's this: focus on the process, not just the outcome. That's what Character Advantage is all about: guiding your athlete through high performance environments with clarity, not pressure. When you parent with purpose, you help your child turn pressure into resilience, not anxiety. If this spoke to you, I'd love for you to like this video, share it with another sports parent, and subscribe to this channel. Let's build a culture where our kids can thrive, not just compete. Your athlete's heart matters, and character, that's the true advantage.